What's up, you guys? Welcome to another episode of Ask Alex, where this is the show where I take all your questions and answer them here on this show. But today, I have an amazing interview that I've been wanting to do for the last couple of weeks. She's one of the breaking through acting actors. I interviewed some of her predecessors like Choice Skinner,
Hey,
Days Black,
hey,
and Jalesa Harris. Oh
hey.
my, it's like one big happy family over there. I'm so glad
It
I got a
is.
chance to meet them. I would like to introduce you guys to Miss Camille. How are you doing today, Camille?
I'm fine. Thank you for having me.
Oh, anytime, anytime. So I just wanted to know how did you get started before you met like Choice and all those other people? How did you get started in acting and just being in the business?
Well, actually, I moved out here for dance.
Hmm.
I moved out here in 2010 for dance, and I was dancing my butt off, like from 2010 till about 2016, 15 or 16. And then I was like, okay, like my body hurt. I still I'm getting injuries. I still want to be in the entertainment industry. What else do I love? What else would I want to do? And I started asking around, like, what are some of the acting classes around here? Like, I would, back in high school, I did a musical, and I was like, yo, let me,
Hmm.
I ain't did my acting chops in a while. Like, let me see, if I still got it. And
Hmm.
I had asked this guy who's an actor. I asked him, I'm like, what's your like top 3 or 4 coaches or something for
Hmm.
acting? And he sent me like all 4.
Hmm.
And it wasn't in any order, but
Hmm.
that last one was Choice. So I went to one of them, who
Hmm.
will remain nameless, and then I looked up the other 2, and I was like, okay. And then I saw Choice Skinner, and I was like, that's an interesting name. Like, okay, let me go and check it out. And I have not left since 2015. I went on tour in 2016, but then as soon as I got back, right back in class, I was like, yo, this is home. This is it. Let's go.
Yo, that's actually really amazing because everyone that I've talked to has like a similar story like that. They came to LA for a different reason, and then they just happened to meet Choice in his class, and ever since then they're just there. Like they have not left. They're still there, which I think is amazing because like he's a really good dude. I talk to him from time to time, and he's a really good dude that I learned from. And I just wanted to know, you've done a lot of couple projects, and like you said, you're a dancer, and you mentioned you were on tour. So who did you go on tour with, or did you have your own tour?
Uh, I went on 2 tours. Do I want to say his name? Don't judge me. This is before all the drama came, but I went on tour with R. Kelly twice in
Oh,
2014 and 2016. I sure did.
oh, okay.
I was watching documentaries like everybody else, like, oh my god. But yeah, that's who I did my 2 tours with.
You know what? It's okay. You know what's funny because I'm a DJ on my off days or off times. I DJ and I did play his music, and I was not aware of his things that he was doing. And I'm only 26, so I didn't even know that he was involved in that type of stuff. So I get it. Like I get it. Like I really really get it. So like now,
Yeah.
obviously now that I'm more cognizant, I don't I don't play his music. I don't talk about
Right.
R. Kelly. I don't even. But I mean,
Right.
you got to get your start somewhere, you
I was
know.
gonna say, that is a part of my history. Like, that's what I did. I did 2 tours, and yeah, it's like a part of my story.
And that's you know what? That's amazing because, like I said, like you have to start somewhere, regardless if it was R. Kelly or even I don't know, like Bobby Brown. It doesn't matter. You have to start somewhere,
You got
you
to
know.
start somewhere. But yeah, so
But you spoke that you were a dancer, and recently, just like really recently, I saw a commercial of you. I believe it was a Geico commercial of you dancing, and it wasn't. I didn't see it online. It was actually I was at work, and I was just flipping through channels, and I saw you dancing. You were actually it seemed like you were the leader of the dance group in that Geico commercial. I
I
was
was the
like,
workout instructor.
exactly. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
I was like, I know that person. Like, I know who she is. And then when it really registered, I was like, oh, that's Camille. So how did you get a job like that? You know?
That was through my dance agency because I'm still repped with a dance agent.
Mm-hmm.
And we had an audition, and then we had a callback, and they were like, yeah, we're looking for an African American girl, workout instructor, fit, blah blah blah. And I went in for it, and all the girls like had their stomachs out, like had these amazing bodies, and I was like, then there's me, and I was just like, okay, let's see how this goes. And I got it, and I was like, okay, let's do it. Like,
Now,
so yeah, that's how I got that.
so how often do you get those types of jobs? Because you also do other commercials that I've seen you post on your Instagram as well.
Yeah, well, after that commercial, that helped me get a commercial agent.
Mm.
So then the commercial agent got me that second commercial that I did for SunTrust Banking.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, so literally through my agents is how I got the commercials. Well, I got the auditions for the commercials. And then luckily I went in there and they saw something in me and was like, we want her. Thank you, Jesus.
Amen to that.
Man, you go on so many auditions. So to finally get like a yes, it's like, thank you.
So, and that was my next question. Like, how often do you go on auditions where it's like draining? Like when I talked to Choice, he said like he doesn't like he does do the audition process, but since now he's in the position that he's in, he doesn't necessarily like to do it anymore. So I was just wondering, how often do you do it, and how draining or how rewarding it is when you do those particular things?
Some weeks are better than others. Like I know one week I had like 4 auditions, but then like the next week I had none. Like this week it's been like dead for me. But so it's like really up and down. It depends on what it's for. It can be a little it could be a little draining, it could be a little stressful.
Mhm.
Usually commercials are pretty light. Like you go in there, there's not really you normally the ones that I've been on, there's not a lot of homework, so there's not a lot of, okay, I have to read over my lines, okay, I have 8 pages of dialogue, like, oh my God, like,
Mhm.
it's not like that. You literally go in there, sometimes like, okay, smile, okay, we want you to walk this way and then walk the other way and then smile, and so it's like, okay, like
Mhm.
whatever. But then I noticed for film and television, like for shows and short films and feature films, like that's a little more like you have to do your homework,
Mhm.
and there
Mhm.
there isn't necessarily a reward from it.
Mhm.
Sometimes you do all this homework, you learn 10 pages of dialogue, spent the whole night learning it, go in there, do the audition, you never hear anything.
Mm.
So, it's like, oh man, like come on, that sucks. But so it depends on your agency, it depends on your management,
Mhm.
on how often you go out.
Okay, so there you spoke on short films, and I seen you. I actually talked to James about this when I interviewed him, and I didn't even know it was you. But you guys did like a little mini short film of like you two shooting at each other. Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, like I saw it on Instagram. So when you're watching things on your phone, it's so small.
No,
But
it
when
is.
I'm watching it, I'm like, at first, to a degree, you don't. I don't think you guys are actually using real guns, but it seemed like you had to jump on him in that particular short film. Like this dude is not getting away from me. It seemed like you were really determined. So I wanted to ask you, when you do like serious roles like that, how do you get in that mindset of, okay, because I don't know if you're like a cop and he's a robber or vice versa. So like, how do you get into that mindset? Okay, I'm going to play this serious part where I have to potentially kill somebody.
Right? Well, I have to say, first off, James in Black is an amazing teacher. Like, luckily, I do have a dance background, so learning choreography, I can kind
Mhm,
of pick up on it.
mhm,
But fight choreo, you're coming close to someone's like nose, and you have to make sure you don't hit them.
mhm,
And like he just really took his time teaching me, and then so he directed it as well. So he helped me with my mind frame, like,
mhm,
okay, So this is what you want to be thinking when you're doing this, okay? Like, I'm the bad guy, so you want to make sure you get me. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, so I was like, okay, I got you. And I'm from the Lou, so I'm like, okay, like, it's nothing. It's nothing. Okay, you my enemy, so you know, I'm gonna get you. So it wasn't very hard to to get in that serious mind frame of like, okay, you know, because who likes anybody coming at them, especially with a gun? So it's like, okay, I'm about to bust your head. Like, you got me messed up. Just because I'm a girl, don't underestimate me, man. So it was really, I took it very serious because I was like, okay, like, yo, I'm coming after him, and I want to show that I'm strong, and I want to show that I can kick some butt. I'm not taking this job lightly, son. Don't let the Geico commercial fool you. I can still get out.
I know that I was like, yo, this is dope. And I asked him, I said, yo, whenever you release that full video, because it's only 1 minute, but like if it's like more than that, I would love to see it. Just send it to me before you post it. Like I really wanna see it. And you know, and I was before I was preparing to interview you, I studied your IMDb, and you recently were just in a movie called I Got the Hookup Too, according to ID. And now I've seen the film, and it's definitely different from the first one. I like the first one a little bit better, but it's definitely different. And I was wondering, what was it like being on set with those actors? And did you meet like Master P and Romeo and all the different casts?
You know what? That was very interesting because it was really cool. I met some real cool cats off that set that we follow each other on Instagram, and we always talk about linking up and doing work together. We haven't yet, but I have high hopes, you know, that it's going to happen. And everybody on that set was so cool. Master P was cool. He was out there with everybody else, like just talking and, hey, what's up, y'all? And how y'all doing? Like everybody was so cool. I still haven't seen the movie, but I was actually shocked when they put that on my IMDb because I never quite made it to set. I was there for one day, and I found it on found the opportunity on Actors Access, and they said they was paying cash the same day, and I was like, I'm there. Like I sent my info, and I was like, yo, I don't care if it's background, like I need the cash. And so I got there, and they had us waiting and waiting and waiting until finally they're like, all right, that's a wrap. Okay, go over there and get your cash. I was like, I never made it to set, but okay. Went to go get the cash. So when they put it on my IMDb, I was like, and then they said person on street. I'm like, y'all got that right. I was just chilling. I was just chilling. I never quite made it behind, you know, on the camera, but that's okay. I got my cash, and I met them. They were very nice. They were very cool, and I met the lead. Oh, what's my guy name? Bring that ass here, boy.
DC Young Fly.
DC Young Fly. Like he was cool. What's up, everybody? Everybody was so nice. Everybody was really nice.
Oh wow! So you know, like I recently just saw the movie like literally like 2 days ago, and as I was studying you, I didn't know that you were actually in the movie. So I was like, well, I wanted to ask you like what it was like meeting the cast and then the actors. And speaking of DC Young Fly, you know he's on Wild 'N Out, and I've been getting to ask certain actors would they ever consider being on a show like Wild 'N Out. Like I mean, they're comedians, but those comedians act and do music, and you dance,
other things.
You sing, you act. Would you consider being on that particular show? And just talking to you now, like you have a bubbly personality. I think you could crack some jokes too.
You know what I'm saying? Look, I gotta find my voice, but no, I would totally be down for that. Like I've actually sent in, like I know on one of the websites, either LA Casting or Actors Access, they were looking for a Wild 'N Out girls, and I like sent my information, never heard anything back. But actually being a part of the cast, I never thought about, because I know he usually goes for like social media influencers, and they have like a lot of followers, but not all the time, because I looked up a couple of people and they didn't have a huge following. So that's not necessarily all the way true, but Yeah, if I ever saw like an audition for it, I would be like, what I got to lose? Like, let's go. At least I get some feedback and be like, all right, you need to work on this, you know, and then come back and see us, whatever. I'm like, okay, you know, or they'd be like, you're hired. Be like, yes, my time.
That's pretty cool. And I wanted to ask you as well, because I asked your predecessors this. How often do you guys, the Breaking Through Acting workshop crew, how often do you guys hang out? Because when I'm on like when I follow you guys on Instagram and I watch y'all stories, I'm like, I just think y'all live together. Like y'all are always like there. I was like, yo, and I was like, I can't wait to meet y'all at some point. But like, man, like, yeah, like seriously, for the longest time, before I even started doing interviews with y'all, I was like, I think they're brothers and sisters.
We are like a huge family. Like, we look out for each other. We don't all live together, but some of us do. Like, some people are roommates, and you know, some people have met through Breaking Through and they became best friends or they became roommates. Some people I love about there's so many things I love about that place, but one of them being it really is a community. I don't even like to say family. It's a community. Like, we have resources and we're not afraid to share them. You know what I mean? Because family, it can sometimes be a little dysfunctional, and it could be all these just different layers with family. It's a community. Like, it's like, okay, what you need? Okay, so-and-so got it. She can help you. You need police uniform? Okay, so-and-so got one. You know, like, it's, oh, Chase, he got a camera. Okay, he said he's free on Wednesday, so let's film on Wednesday. And then Chris, he can edit. And so it's literally like, okay, we're using our resources within the class, which is one of the smartest things to do. And then also the fact that everyone's so down to help each other, because we all on the come up. So let's help each other get there. Let's build each other up. You know, let's not try to be selfish and just these are my resources. You can have, no, I won't share them. They're mine. No. They legit help out. Hey, you need a manager? Okay, send me over your stuff. I can at least send it in. That don't mean they're gonna say yeah, but I can at least send it. So we always like helping each other, or like, I know I've been writing lately and I've been asking for some help with that from one of my classmates. So we're like this. Boom, 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 and then let's mix up our strengths and build each other up.
That's pretty cool. And I told Choice, like, whenever I get to go to LA, I would love to come to his class and just meet you guys and just observe what y'all do. Oh, I live in Orlando.
Child, I thought you was here up in Cali. In Orlando? Okay.
Yeah, because like it's 6:00 here and it's 3:00 over there. That's why. Yeah, so it's like I tried to balance it, but yeah, I'm all the way in Orlando. No, I'm not in Cali.
Oh yeah, you gotta come. Oh yeah, when you come.
I'm gonna come at like I guarantee you probably in like 2020, probably later in 2020. I'm definitely going to come. Definitely, I'm going to
late 2020. You left it very broad, but okay.
Well, yeah, somewhere in there, I'm definitely going to make an effort to be there, because I like I said, I would love to meet you guys and just really see like the machine, like, because y'all like recently I just saw your I was looking through your Instagram and I noticed that you're also a model as well. And I gotta ask you, that picture you took with you with the snake in your mouth, how scared were you? And like or is that Photoshop? Is that real? Like I don't know. Like it was just like that's a lot of dedication.
It was a real snake. At first, well, I can't say that I was scared. I just wanted to get to know the snake first. So I saw actually Chris Rouse, he's the photographer. He sent me a picture of this girl. And I was going for more of an Aaliyah vibe, and We Need a Resolution, just to have the big old snake like around my neck and, you know, just kind of be moving, and he captures it. Then he sends me a picture of this girl who had it coming across her mouth. And I was like, I didn't even think of that. We're going to do that. And he was like, are you sick? Like, I think he just sent it to me because he thought I would be like, oh my God, no, we're not doing that. And I was the total opposite. He was like, you are crazy. I was like, are you ready? We're totally doing this. And then once he's called the Snake Father, but he used to go as Celebrity Boas. Claudius, he has like all these snakes and stuff, and he brought like 3 different options, and I was like, is it okay if it comes across my mouth? And he was like, yeah, we can totally have that, but let's do the tail, like the tail part of it, and let it come across. And I was like, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
And we did it, and it was cool. Actually, the photographer, Chris, he was way more scared than I was.
Oh, wow.
He sure
Wow.
was.
Because when I saw it, I was like, yo, if that's real, I'm like, yo, I got to give you your props. Because I was just like, I don't see that happening. I just
Everyone
can't
thought
see
I was
that.
crazy.
Yeah, I was like, yo, that's a lot of dedication that I'm not sure I'm willing to do. Like, like, I really thought, because I remember I was talking to Jalisa about it. She's like, I really thought that it was like a little green fob. So they just green screened it where it was a snake. But when you say it's real, I'm like, wow.
No, that was a real snake.
Oh, wow. So I also wanted to ask you, like, because I mentioned your modeling, you do a lot of photo shoots, and I know that James is a photographer. Do you guys use him as well to take your photos, and I know Choice does photos as well.
I've used all of them. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. I love their work. I love their work.
Okay. And do you have a set, a certain set that you used for those modeling photos?
No, the ones I took with James, those are like my newest photos, and those are kind of less modelly, more headshot stuff to like get me in the room to audition or get me direct booked for projects. Those are more like, okay, like Disney, okay, young mom, okay, but then when I do like my sexier shots, like that's really just for me, and then just to showcase that I can do more than just young mom, or try to college student, like like I can be sexy, I can be the lead in a music video, like just to show just different sides of myself, because I never want to just be stuck in a bubble of like you can only do this one thing. Like, no, I can. What you need? I'll let you know if I can do it or not. What you need?
Okay. And as I was studying your IMDb, there's this film on there that I was actually interested in seeing, but I couldn't figure out how to watch it. But there's this film on there called Woke: The Pecking Order, and I was wondering, like, how what is that, aside from me reading the actual biography of it? What is that movie in particular about, and how did you go about getting that role as well?
It's actually still in production. We haven't even started filming yet.
Oh,
so I
okay.
don't know if I can even talk about it just yet, but I can say that Charles Curtis, he's the writer, the figurehead, like he thought of the whole thing, and he's actually from Breaking Through, and he casted Jaleesa, myself, Kendra, who are all in Breaking Through as well. And yeah, I don't know if I can go in too deep, but just know that it's going to be great. And we just started rehearsals for it. And Charles Curtis Sanders is the person you want to talk to about the pecking order.
Okay. Please tell me. You can talk to me off camera about it.
Okay. I got you. But he talked about some real stuff in there, though, like some real.
It seems that way, because when I was reading, I was like, "Yo, this looks really dope," but I couldn't find like an actual, like, a link to it of the film. But I'm glad you told me, though, it's not even filmed yet, so that way when it does come out, I definitely can't wait to see it. But the last question I wanted to ask you is that we spoke on basically social media influencers, and to a degree, I felt like most of you guys who are part of the class, you guys influenced the acting, the acting genre, especially as African Americans. And I wanted to ask you, how important is it for especially women to be represented in movies, TV, short films, music videos, all that types of stuff? For you, at least.
How could you repeat the question one more time?
Like how important is it for you? Well, actually, let me rephrase. Like for instance, I I really enjoyed Black Panther for obvious reasons, right? And there was a heavy representation of black men and women. Like women weren't just like they weren't like in their place. They took charge as well, like as the men. And I wanted to ask you like how important is it for women like you to fit those particular roles, like the Black Panther movie, or just other roles that have black actors and actresses in them? Out.
Be careful. I mean, it's very important. And like you, yeah, I enjoyed Black Panther and I was like, oh my gosh. Like I was definitely one of those people who went back and saw it again. And it's extremely important that also we stop. One thing Choice Skinner from Breaking Through has taught me is if you don't see roles out there for you, or if for whatever reason the industry hasn't opened its arms to you and said come here, and like, or giving you that shot, create your own. That's why I
Mm.
started writing. I never wanted to write. There's nothing in me that wanted to write, but I just got tired of waiting. I'm like, what am I waiting on? And not waiting in the sense of like I'm just twiddling my thumbs watching TV, but waiting in the sense of like waiting for one person to see something in me and see that I'm a star. Like, no, like we have these resources, right?
Hmm.
And I have this community that believes in me. Okay, I would be a fool not to use my resources, and vice versa, and them use me because I've done their projects. And just to start creating, if there's something you want to see and you don't see it, create it.
Mm.
So it's very important to me, especially now as a writer, to really show my story and show kind of what I've been through in life, and women like me, some of their stories that I've heard, friends and family and things, like just to really tell our story. And who better to tell our story than us?
Yeah, that's very true. And it's funny. Something just popped up on my screen that I forgot to ask you. There's this one video that you guys released like maybe a week or so ago, where and for everyone that's watching, I'm about to use certain words. So she's Camille's in the video and she's like, if I had a dick, would you suck it? I was just like, I thought the video was funny, but I just want to know, like, where did that concept just come from? Like, I'm just.
Do you remember the movie The Brothers
Which one?
with D.L. Hughley?
Oh, Brothers.
And
Yeah, 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 yeah.
we just redid the scene, and I was like, name that scene. And Chris
Oh,
Rouse,
yeah. Okay, okay.
right? So I can't even take credit. Like I totally didn't write that. But yeah, we were looking for a comedic scene, and we just started writing things. So we was like, okay, like let's continue to practice our chops with writing, but let's film this scene because it was funny to us, and let's put our own little spin on it and see what it does and see what happens. And he's actually one of my favorite people to work with, Chris Rouse. He's the one that he was the photographer for the snake picture. And
Mm,
you'll see him a lot on my page as my acting partner, acting buddy.
mm.
And he's been helping me write as well. So he's been like my go-to guy for a lot. But yeah, he was like, let's film that scene. It was funny. Like, let's do it. I was like, come on, let's do it.
Oh,
So
wow. See,
that's where that scene came from.
I'm glad you connected that because I'm like, I haven't seen Brothers in so long. But now that you said, I'm like, oh, yeah, that's where that comes from. Okay.
Right?
Okay. Okay. So I also wanted to ask you, we spoke on you guys doing like short films and just things in general and using your resources, which I think is very important. You said that you were writing some stuff. Is there anything you want to tell us what you're writing right now, or do you want to just wait till we're off camera and then you can tell me personally?
What I will tell you about what I'm writing, it's based off of true events.
Okay.
Whether they happened in my life, my friend's life, and I just kind of put like a spin on it, so I'm not telling all of our business. But they're based off of, these are situations that people have been in.
Oh, wow. That sounds
Good
very
and
interesting.
bad. It's bad. I
And
think that a lot of women, especially, will be able to relate.
oh wow, I can't wait. I can't wait. So is it going to be a short film, or is it going to be like a feature, or is it going to be like something for like the gram?
Something for the gram. Right now, I'm just working on scenes. I'm just like, okay, like what's this scene that we can film, and because I really want to build up my reel,
Hmm.
just to show like all these just different characters, and yeah. So it's just a scene that's gonna go on the gram.
Okay, I can't wait because I follow you, so I can't wait to see that. Oh man, that's actually going to be funny. I can't wait to really see that. So
Yeah.
where can the people on social media find you?
Okay, on Instagram at introducing, spelled all the way out, Camille, Camille, or on Facebook, my name is Camille McLucas. You already have the spelling for Camille, and my
Mhm.
last name is McLucas. And I think on YouTube, you could just type in my name, or it's at introducing Camille. I'm not sure exactly what it is on YouTube. But if you put in Camille McLucas or at introducing Camille, I should pop up. And that's where you can see all my stuff.
No, that is pretty cool. I didn't even know you had a YouTube page, but
I do. I need to update
oh, okay, oh, okay. Oh,
it.
now are all of your dance videos on there? Because I've seen some on Instagram, but I haven't seen anything else other than that.
I've kind of taken a lot of them down just because I really wanted to focus on like acting and stuff. But yeah, I don't think I have too many dance videos left online.
Oh wow! Even but
Right?
you just recently did one for Chris Brown and Drake.
Right. That I choreographed with my friend in Idaho. Mm-hmm.
Oh, that was in
I'll dibble and dabble. Hmm.
Idaho. You said?
That was in Idaho, yeah.
Oh wow! I thought that was in Cali.
In
Wow.
Cali.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We both used to live out here, and then yeah, she went on back home. But I went to go visit her, and so we actually danced together on tour. That's how we met,
Hmm.
and then we kept in touch. And I was like, I need a getaway, and she was like, come up to Idaho. I was like, okay, I'll definitely get some rest. But I totally underestimated Idaho. Idaho is one beautiful place. It's gorgeous. But yeah, we just choreographed a little something. Like I'll dance from time to time, but those injuries are real.
I bet they are.
Oh my God. Like I don't know if I could still do it as a profession. Like to do another tour,
Mhm.
I'll never say never, but I just it's hard on my body. It's really hard.
Wow. Well, thank you so much, Camille. You've given me so much insight, and I've had so much fun doing this interview. I gotta have you
Ooh,
and everybody else back on the show because you guys are amazing. Everyone that I talk to is so amazing, and
thank you.
and thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please like, comment, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, and also go follow Camille and everybody at the Breaking Through Acting Workshop. They release a lot of cool things. I get a lot of inspiration from them. They actually release a lot of comedic things as well, especially Jalaisha. She's hilarious. So
Yes.
go follow them. If you follow me, go follow them because they're amazing. Thank you guys so much for watching this video, and as always, you have a blessed day.
Yes.
Thank you guys for watching this video. Go ahead and subscribe to my YouTube page to get more exclusive content coming from my YouTube channel. And if you want to watch my previous videos, go ahead and click on this video up here or this video down here where you get to see more exclusive content coming from my channel. Thank you guys for watching this video, and you guys have a blessed day.